Bulavinaka, and welcome to Empower and Protect. I'm your host, Melania Tora, and today we have a really exciting guest on the show talking about his life as a graphic designer and the creative design officer for Fijian Drua. Please welcome Johnathan Tudreu. So Johnathan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you.
Nice.
Nervous, but yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're doing fine, don't worry about it. We're really excited to have you on. Part of our show is just really providing youth with opportunities, and I think that we have a lot of untapped potential in the creative space. So the fact that you are making a living out of your creative talent is really inspiring. Can you talk to us a bit about your journey and how you came to be a graphic designer?
But firstly, thank you very much, Melania, for having me on this show. Just blessed to be able to have this platform to share my journey as a creative designer. Well, I would say it started from a young age, very young age. I used to have a lot of scrapbooks at home, a lot of A4 papers lying around the house. I would say that's when it first started, or that's where the seed was first planted into my life. And it was only until I reached year 13, Form 7, when I decided, like, oh man, I really want to make this a career. Because in high school I treated it as a hobby at first, but later on I said, okay, I think this is what I want to do. So yeah, I did a course at the Fiji National University, certificate 4 in graphic design, and have been in the design field ever since.
Wow.
So this is my 5th year in the design field, and just so blessed to be where I'm at today.
You're doing amazing work. I really enjoy watching your journey.
Thanks.
And it's been such a pleasure to see how a hobby, like you said, can turn into such a lucrative career. I think it's really great. I want to talk a bit about how your family reacted, because I know here in Fiji we're not really ones to encourage, you know what I mean? Having a career in the arts. But how did your family react when you told them that you wanted to pursue this as a career?
I know a lot of my friends who maybe we were in the same, we did the same course together. They didn't pursue the career in creative design, not because they weren't creative or they didn't have the creative mind. I would say it was because of the support that they got from their families. But for me, I would count myself blessed from day one. Ever since I decided that I wanted to make this career, I had the support from my family, my parents, my siblings, and I have a great group of friends that always encourage me. Who at the beginning they were a bit, they thought of it as just being a hobby, but as the years went by, they later realized that, oh, he's actually doing something like professional and earning a living out of what he's doing. So yeah, I had a really good support from my family. And the funny thing is, you know, when I look back at my work 5 years ago, and I say, like, man, this is the same work that my parents said looked great or looked good. But I'm looking at it now, I'm like, what?
What is that?
So just having that that small encouragement, even though it looked very trashed, but just having that small encouragement at the beginning of my first stages of becoming a creative designer is what I'm really grateful for and blessed.
Nice, I love that. And I love that you can also look back at your progress, you know, like not everyone starts out good at something. And I think it's something that really discourages like young people that I'm going to try something, but if I'm not good at it, I'm just going to stop.
Yeah, true.
So talk about that process of really like honing your craft and getting better at something. Is it like important to keep learning in your field of work?
Yes, it is very important to, things change every year, every month. And like, for me, when I first started, I always look at others, judge myself according to others.
Right.
But there's this one of my mentors. He shared with me that this is my own journey. One day I'll get to where this person is or that person is.
Yeah.
It's just being true to yourself and yeah, just enjoying the journey.
That's so true. I love that. I love that you mentioned mentors in particular, and I love that we have people that we can look up to in our different fields and stuff. Is there somebody that you kind of looked at when you were just beginning your journey that you kind of wanted to, I guess, emulate or be more like that was already in the creative design space here in Fiji?
For me, there was when I first started, my passion was in sports.
Okay,
so
got
it was
you.
very hard to find someone who was dedicated in the sports industry, doing creatives locally. So it was hard for me to even contact someone.
Right,
They were more in the corporate spaces. But one thing that really helped me was creating a LinkedIn profile. Oh my goodness. I'm not a formal person. I rather just be on TikTok sharing my work, but just understanding how things change and being able to get support from others on LinkedIn, not only local but overseas creatives. I follow a lot of creatives who are in the other Super Rugby teams, other NRL teams, AFL, even soccer teams. So just using that as a platform or a standard for myself is one thing that has helped me when I first started off in the design field. Yeah,
I love that. I love the fact that you get to emulate, more of what other people are doing, but also take your own twist on things. I've noticed that with you because you use a lot of different designs and stuff. But I love the journey so far. We are going to be back right after a quick break. Thank you so much, Johnathan. We'll see you in the next segment. And welcome back to Empower and Protect. I am here with Johnathan Tudreu, the Creative Design Officer at Fijian Drua. Hi, Johnathan, again.
Hello.
How are you doing again?
I'm good again.
So we were talking about your career in creative design and graphic design. I was wondering, what's the most fulfilling part of your job?
For my current role, I would say it's just been part of something that not only represents the people but also the country. So just been part of, even though I'm not the one on the field, but just been the back end, just been part of the team that that's able to represent the country and the people is one thing I'm just really grateful for, and I don't know what else I can say to that.
Yeah, no, that's so true, because we don't really think about it, but we won't be able to cheer on our favorite players and I guess be a part of their journey without you guys.
Yes,
so that's I feel like you guys are the unsung heroes of a team. So I think that's so great. We're gonna pivot a little, and I want to talk about the social perception here in Fiji, because obviously our the people here, or not really the people here, but the people of Fiji, we often think of careers in creative arts or in design as not as stable as traditional jobs. What do you think about that perception, and how do you think we can help our young people be creative and earn something from it?
Yes, it's a bit challenging to earn a living as a creative designer. Well, not only as a creative designer, but anyone in the arts industry, whether it be an artist singing or painting, those who do paintings, those who do fashion design, those who do interior design, and those things. It's quite challenging to earn a living of or being part of the arts industry. But I would say we are still in that stage or in that mindset where people are still thinking of it as a hobby. When people see someone doing fashion design at the what do you call it, Fiji Fashion Week,
Right.
they think it's just someone's hobby, just doing it for fun. But to some, it's a way to survive. It's a way to make a living. It's a way to support their family, their children. So I would say maybe in the next few years we'll later realize that it can also be a profession. It can also be a career. But yeah, in the at this very moment, it's a bit challenging. Yeah, for anyone working in the arts
Definitely.
industry.
But isn't it crazy that you're like one of the pioneers of that for younger people? Like you're very young yourself. You're 25, right? 24, 25?
24, yeah.
24. Wow, even better. Younger. That's so crazy. But I love that you get to show the younger generation
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it can be a job. Like
Yes.
you can earn a living from your
Yes.
passion,
Yes.
which is so great. I know that, you know, you're like any occupation or any job, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, right?
Nope.
There's a lot of challenges that comes with it. And I know for a fact that with graphic design, you know, what is attractive or what's good is always changing.
Yes.
So I want to talk about the challenges that you face in your profession. I know that in any job you need to continuously learn, but I think it's especially, I guess, prevalent in your
Yes.
line of work where you have to continuously keep up with trends and things like that. And I think that you do that really well. I think that you keep a really high standard to your work.
Thank you.
So can you please talk about or just share with the viewers how important it is to keep learning and maybe what are some of the challenges that no one really talks about in your creative design role?
I think for any creative or any young person who would want to become a creative designer is to always have a heart and a desire to learn. Just as you mentioned, things are changing it can be every week, things are changing every month, things are changing. So you won't be doing the same things over and over again. So just having the willingness to learn is one thing that I would say will take a young creative designer, will take them far. There are days where you'll receive feedback from others which may not look right to you, but just taking it on as part of learning in the design field. So yeah, just having a desire to learn, willingness to learn, will help any creative designer slowly starting off in their design journey.
I love that. That's so good. Like continuously learning on the job.
Yes.
That's so good. I wanted to talk about as well, we have kind of a changing climate as to like how we hire people with the new social media space and stuff. And I was, you were sharing with me off camera about how you actually got this job through social media. I wanted to ask you, do you think it's important for us as youth to utilize social media when we want opportunities?
Yes.
Because it's something that we can get for free, right?
Yes.
How important is it for us to utilize that social media platform?
I think people take it quite lightly. They don't share, and I think it's the Fijian mentality of just being humble, you know, staying low, don't share your work, don't show off this, don't show this off. So for me, that's one thing I learned over the years, is just being able to share my work on any platform, and that's how I was blessed with the current job that I'm in. Just having the mindset of that not everything is rainbows, and you know, there are people who will judge your work, critique your work, but just being able to share your work out to everyone is something that any young creative should not take lightly. It's very helpful, very helpful.
It takes a lot of courage, huh, to put yourself out there, definitely. How do you, I guess, when someone critiques your work and it's not what you wanted or expected, how do you kind of, I guess, like remain strong in like what you're doing and believe in yourself? How's your mental health through that?
That's one thing I learned in my early ages of becoming a creative designer, is learning patience.
Right.
I know
Yeah.
they can be the creative industry can be quite demanding, and turnaround times can be I don't know. It can be not even days. It can be hours or minutes.
Yeah.
So just being patient, just knowing that yeah, just and having the heart of understanding, the mind of understanding. They can be 10, 20, 30 amendments, but if you don't have patience, I don't think you can last long in the creative industry.
Thank you so much, Johnathan. We will be right back after a quick break on Empower and Protect. Hello, we are back at Empower and Protect with Johnathan Tudreu, the Creative Design Officer at Fijian Drua, and we are going to be talking about a little bit about how he has managed to get to where he is and his journey, just to inspire young creatives who want to do the same. Johnathan,
Yes.
I know that our school system or curriculum is not exactly pushing people towards the creative arts. What do you have to say about our curriculum so far and how it supports young creatives in their pursuit to be, or to make a living rather, out of their talent?
For me, I would say, well, honestly speaking, I would say it's a bit unfair on those young creatives, young individuals who would like to pursue a career in the arts field. I know that in the school system, they have created pathways for those who may want to become architects, engineers. They've put aside a couple of subjects to take. Then under the, I think it's the tech science combination of subjects. And for those who may want to pursue a career in the medical field, that be in the pure science subject combination. But I noticed that there is no combination for those who may want to pursue a career in arts, whether it be dancing or singing. I know they do have lessons, arts and crafts and music lessons in school as part of the PMAC subject, but I don't think there's actually a path that an individual can take when they're in high school, who may want to become, like I said earlier, may want to become a singer or someone who just loves creative arts, whether it be through painting or fashion design or graphic design, like myself. And I think, and I've seen it in the private schools. I know they do support individuals who may want to pursue a career in the arts field, but in the local schools, I don't think they do these sort of things. And for me, one challenge I faced, this was after high school, after I graduated from Fiji National University. The highest level of study that a graphic designer can take is just a certificate 4. So there's no bachelor's, no diploma. So that's one thing I would like to encourage the education system, maybe the Ministry of Education or the Fiji National University, to slowly look into these things, as it can help someone earn a living. Never know, they might be in high school, they might be bringing up the next, number one artist in the Pacific. Or
next Johnathan.
next top graphic designer to represent Fiji in the world stage. You never know. So it's just planting that seed at an early stage. And I would say high school is the stage to start planting that creative seed.
That's so good. And do you think it's also important that, like, we as the family of the person support them, like you were saying in your own journey?
Yes, very much. Like they all say, everything starts from home.
That's true.
So if they don't feel the support that they have from their family back at home, that's one part of their thing just torn apart. So just having the support from their family back home, even having a good group of friends, really encouraging, and that will help them to take them further into where they want to pursue their career in.
That's so good. Well, thank you so much, Johnathan, for sharing your story.
Yeah.
What's next for you? Are you planning to pursue this for the next 10 years, or what are your dreams for your career, your aspirations?
To be honest, I don't know if I will still have the desire for the sports industry in the next 10 years or 5 years. But for me, the Lord has blessed me with this job that I'm in.
Nice.
I didn't beg for it. I didn't run after it. He just handed it to me, and he has blessed me so far in my journey. And yeah, I just leave it with him. Wherever he wants to take me in the next 5 years, 10 years, I'll still give my 100%, whether it be in graphic design or any other field of study that I may want to pursue. But I would love to start a small business of mine. Yes.
Nice. Well, we'll be your #1 supporters. Now we know your story. That was so good. I want you to talk now, just as we wrap up, to the young creatives at home. They might be in high school and they're just feeling really discouraged about not having the right support or not really seeing a career in the arts. Can you just give a little bit of advice, maybe some tips to them that they can take away and really hold on to when they're going through this journey?
For me, one thing that really helped me as a young creative is to have a good group of friends. My group of friends that I had growing up while I was studying graphic design, they really encouraged me, and still now they still message me. We catch up some days. So just having a good group of young friends, that will be one thing that you will never regret having. So for any of the young creatives who may be wanting to pursue a career in creative design, you really need to love what you do. It's not an easy job. Been in the creative industry, whether it be graphic design, photography, videography. But if you have a passion, if you have a love for what you do, then those things just slide under the rug. You just continue to do what you do. You come to work every day, even though the demands are high, because you love what you do. You turn up to work every day. So yeah, you really need to love what you do. That's one advice I would give to young creatives slowly.
Nice. That's the best advice in life. Well, thank you so much, Johnathan. We love having you on the show, and we're just so inspired by your story. And I think a lot of young creatives who have found it hard to, I guess, just really come behind their dreams and their creative dreams will find a lot of value in this. So thank you for your time. We know you're a busy man, but thank you so much for coming. And thank you again to everyone who's watching. This has been another episode of Empower and Protect. We'll see you next week.